Alright, we're trying this again. It looks like it's fine right now. It looks like it's stable. Alright, that was weird. Yeah, it's looking fine right now. Well, alright. Alright, so here we go. Is this laggy? Or is this fine? Now it's telling me that it's okay. Whatever. Man, computers really get me sometimes. Alright, so here we go. So as I was saying, the other thing that I changed is I traded the Kozilek's return for a second fire spout. The reason for this is that 3 damage is so important against the spirits deck. Like the difference. Janice Pagapan. What is that face? That's just a weird face. It's kind of creepy. It's just so important to be able to kill spell quellers and the spirit lord, the 2 mana one. That I think it's worth, you know, losing the flexibility of the instant speed in place of the fire spout. Still, though, those are all the only changes. Yeah, it's also better for killing Mantis Rider, and it's better for killing like Medley Mage after your human's opponent has also resolved it, Thaliel's Lieutenant or something like that. So we're gonna go with that. There we go. So this is gonna be the list. Still, I think the main deck Rex Sage is really good. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, there's been a lot of Amulet's been doing pretty good lately. In the latest 2 PTQs, it got like 2nd, and like it was also in the top 16. And there was at the latest online PTQ, it also did pretty well. People still don't play it on paper, which is weird. I would expect people to play Amulet more in paper than online, because you know of all the bugs and stuff like that. But you know, I guess Amulet players, we're stubborn people. We are stubborn people. Alright. Man. How I wish I could keep this hand. Okay, this is better. Huh. This is a very interesting one. And camera scores, and I'm like, yeah, they're pretty expensive. But usually people that play Amulet, are just like own the deck from a million years ago anyway, so it's not like they need to get the cards. I'm gonna bottom this Radiant Fountain. We're gonna be playing against Burn, and we're gonna be really sad that we bottom that fountain. But GD Coltrane the house, how's it going? Oh, we're playing against the new Affinity deck. I think I want to lead on Amulet here. This opens me up for next turn. Try to like steerings into something, or just if my opponent plays a Steel Overseer, I can just like play my Tolaria and play Ballista, and if we And if we happen to draw a Susa, of course, it's amazing, right? We did not draw a Susa, but we drew a bounce land though. So I'm going to I can afford 2 steerings now. Yeah, I think like it's just too harsh on the mana, right? It's just too harsh on the mana. I don't think we can afford. Okay, so this is a second blue source to transmute on my next turn, which is nice. So I think I'm gonna pick this. I could have also, I guess I should have picked the Tolera West. That was a mistake. Alright, we're already making mistakes this early in the stream. I should have 100% picked the Tolaria, so I can basically get 2 transmutes. Let's kill this right now, for my opponent can't do anything about it. Yeah, I think that it's very possible, and as soon as Assassin's Trophy is released, unless it's like 30 ticks each on Magic Online, in which case I'm gonna just say, you know, fuck it, and I'm gonna wait until it goes down in price. But I am for sure gonna be trying out like a green black amulet list with a green black amulet list with multiple rot farms. Yeah, definitely gonna be trying that out. Huh. This sounds pretty good. Cause I could also, yeah, I think I'm gonna get explosives here. I could also try to get a Summoner's Pact. Because I am very aware that I can pay 3, play Asusa, and use my 3 land drops to play a Primetime, but then my opponent can just kill the Asusa, and then I'm left with nothing. So that doesn't seem like the best possible play. Yeah, this card is rough. Okay, so now I kind of need to... Ding, 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 ding. So let's think here. Let's say I Sage... I think I had to Explosives on 1 and blow it up. Explosives on 0 and blow it up, and then play the Sage. My opponent will probably sack this to the Evolutionary Leap. They will get something else, whatever, but then all the Ravager counters are gonna be dead. Alternatively, I can Explosives on 2 and blow up the Leap and the Ravager. But if I do that though... Yeah, the sequencing is important though. They know about the explosives, so I think I want to explosives first for 0 and blow it up. And then I Sage the Ballista. And then I Sage the Ravager. So I blow up the Mox Opal and the Ballista. I assume that my opponent will suck this to the Ravager. And then they will deal 1 to me, and then they will sack the Ballista to Evolutionary Leap. Yeah, they can modular the Nexus, but if they modular on the Nexus, that's... I don't care, right? It's very easy for me to deal with the Nexus, yeah. And now they cannot modular anymore. So they drew an Arcbound Worker. That's actually pretty good for them. Having found the Worker there. Bounce this. Sage the Ravager. They get no value. Sweet. Okay. So now we're gonna play the worker. Yeah, this evolutionary leap is actually quite a bit of value for them. They get the Arcbound worker. They're going to be able to get a token from the animation module. Man, it would be real nice to draw a bounce land here. I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. But that's how it goes, though. You need to visualize it first, right? You need to visualize it first. If you don't know what you need to draw, then how can you expect to draw it, right? So here I think it's pretty straightforward, right? My opponent cannot, yeah, there's no way they can make enough power. So it's just Stronghold of Vesuva, copy Garrison, and we can probably serve with the Sage too. Maybe there's no real reason to do that. And here I already have a bounce land in hand, so I think I'm gonna get Toleria. Toleria plus Ghost Squatter, just so I make sure I don't die to this Blink Moth. Because we have multiple blockers in the ground, so that should not be an issue. Yeah, and I think last turn it was very important that we play the explosive first, and then I think it was very important, like the order in which we did the things. They drew a ballista here. Because it made it so my opponent did not know that the Sage was coming. Sweet. Alright, so we have an answer to Ink Moth, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can play another Prime Time if you want to, but we cannot haste it. So I think it's gonna be better for me to play the double strike land and force my opponent to do some champ blocking. I think that's gonna be a better play for me. No packs to pay for. Does this change anything? I don't think this changes anything. So I just +2/+0 here. I am forced to play this from my hand. There's no way around it, really. And I play another Amulet. Yeah, just concede. I was gonna get Gemstone plus probably a blue source to just mute. But with double Amulet, Gemstone itself just gives me enough mana to activate Sandhome. So Gemstone plus the bounce land that I was gonna get, right? Alright, I want this, we don't want this, we definitely want this, definitely want this. Hornet Queen's pretty good. No bog. I could double strike both. No, I couldn't double strike both. My bad. No, because Sunhome enters the battlefield untapped, so it's not gonna trigger Amulet. So I can only double strike one. And also my opponent had the ballista in play, so even if I could double strike both, they are gonna like ping the Rex Sage for one, so it doesn't really matter. What's up, Overrated? Cool. We're playing some Amulet, as we usually do. But yeah, we're gonna have probably gonna be having a short stream today, because my wife is still sick, so I'm thinking about these two fire spout, but I'm not sure I like this. Meaning, I'm not sure I like this over the alternatives, right? I'm not really sure I like the fire spout over the explosives, or over the ballista, or over Asusas, or scouts, or blah 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 blah. Oh, yeah, that was last league. No, we're currently 0-0. We're also not playing Mar the Champions anymore. If you want to see a fun deck though, I recommend you check that out though. We on Tuesday we played we played this Mardu list that was pretty sweet. I named it Mardu Champions because it had Queen Marchesa, so you know the Queen. Um, I'm gonna run with this. But yeah, unfortunately we were playing music, so I'm not gonna be able to upload that to YouTube. So you will kind of need to see it in the VODs, if anything. This hand is pretty good. Even if my opponent has a Damping Sphere on turn 2, I have an answer for it and a way to cast it. So we're basically one. This can be an Azusa or a Prime Time, whatever I. So this is gonna be an Azusa. An Amulet would be the best possible draw, probably. Still Overseer. It's a little bit annoying. Definitely don't want to discard, so I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm probably going to braid this Overseer in response to whatever they cast. Yeah, that Welding Jar is really annoying right now. Yeah, no, I'm going to braid this right now. So they're gonna activate it and then regenerate it, but that's at least one less counter. Oh, they didn't activate it. Nice. I guess they didn't know how regeneration works. When you regenerate anything, when you regenerate anything, it taps it and it removes it from combat. So my opponent did regenerate the Steel Overseer, but it tapped it because that's how regeneration works. Alright, so I don't think I can afford to play around Damping Sphere. So I'm just going for it. Bounce Gemstone Mine, Semi-Growth, bounce this. Yeah, if they have Damping Sphere, I just die, and that's fine. It's really cool that we actually have access to this Ghost Quarter, so this Ink Moth is not gonna kill us. That's really nice. So they give this +2. That's 2 more. They're probably gonna make it this a 6/6, but they can't sack the Arkman Worker. Oh, they can sack the Ark. Wow, this is actually lethal. Never mind. So I just died to this Ink Moth Texas. I guess there was a way that I could just have played a single bounce land and then bounce and replay the Ghost Quarter to prevent this from happening. So that was probably a mistake. That would have cost me my Gemstone Mine. Yeah, my opponent is trying to figure this out, but they just sack this to Throne of Geth. They proliferate on their other 2 dudes, and they put these counters on the Ink Moth, and they just have lethal. Yeah, okay, that was impressive. That was impressive. I did not think that I was dead, but yeah. I should have stopped and did the math. That was just stupid. I just messed it up. Because even if they didn't have the Pendelhaven last turn, Proliferate still works with poison counters. So even if they give me 9 poison counters, then they can proliferate my poison counters, and I just died. I don't think we were getting there anyway. Alright, try again. Do I want Fire Spout on the play? I probably want it on the play. place of one of those. Yeah, I do agree that we needed to play the Azusa that turn. I don't think we can afford to keep waiting. Let's do this. I mean, I'm gonna keep this, right? There's no way I'm not keeping this. I'm gonna die to a Damping Sphere or something, but like, what kind of monster doesn't keep this hand? What kind of monster doesn't keep triple Amulet? Bunch of bounce lands. Natural state. The sweet spot here is gonna be 2, so I'm not going to, like, I'm just fine just playing out this Amulet. Okay, so now we just need to draw a threat and we win next turn. Or maybe my opponent has a Damping Sphere. No, that's a Ballista. Hungerback Walker, even better for us. Alright, so we play that one next turn. I think I want to preemptively play Explosives on 2 in case my opponent does play a Damping Sphere, because we cannot actually deal with that. We cannot deal with a Damping Sphere with the mana situation that we have going on. So I think it's important for me to play this preemptively. Hornet Queens should buy us quite a bit of time. Wow, they stared into an Arcbound Walker. This is great. It's great for us. Foil Arcbound Walker. Foil. Yeah. It's time for the queen. Bounce this. Play Hornet Queen. Pass the turn. I don't think this is a good matchup. They are faster than us, and MWR cast. They are usually faster than us, and their interaction is actually quite relevant. So I don't think this is a good matchup. But somehow I've been beating it lately, which is, of course, great, right? Okay, got a bunch of Hungerback Walkers. So I'm going to serve with this. I need to start attacking. If they pop the Hungerbacks, do I play Explosives on 0 is the question. By the way, all of this time we're just waiting for a prime time, right? The second the prime time shows up, the list today, let's see if this works. Another Hungerback. Now this is not the list. For whatever reason, there we go. So that should be the list. Yeah, there we go. Now the deck command is updated now. Finally. Boom, boom. guess. What can I do here? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So this means double prime time. So I go get a prime time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 1 mana floating. I get Simic plus Tolaria. That's 6 mana plus 3 to transmute. Yeah, so we should have access to. Then I get Vesuva, copy this plus Stronghold, and that should be it. Okay, sweet. All right, so this should be double prime time. This, float, and float, bounce Dolaria, transmute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, summoner spect. The queen in the main has been quite good actually. Primeval Titan. Yes. Vesuva and Slayer Stronghold. Vesuva, copy Borders Garrison, Modobug. Yes. So this is the Modobug right here. If I click here and go and make all the triggers go on the stack, this is going to untap first. You see that now the Stronghold is highlighted here. So the Stronghold will untap twice. So what I have to do is I actually have to put this on the stack, then this. Okay, because that's the red-white floating. Then I can put this one in the middle, and now they are going to untap somewhat the way that I want them to. But now the bounce is gonna be in the middle, right? Which is a little bit awkward, but it is what it is. But at least we get the effect we want, right? So there you go. Let's serve with this. Same thing we served with last time. We should have very lethal damage here. This is going to be 32 minus 4 at most. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potentially. Yeah, 32 minus 9 is way more than 16. So, Gemstone Mine, Celestia Sanctuary. Red and untapped. Yeah, the bug has been going on for, at this point, years. At this point, the bug has been there for years, quite literally, which is pretty absurd. I've complained about that bug so many times by this point. I'm just over it. I'm just over it at this point. Sun Home and I guess a Colony Garden in case anything happens to go terribly bad. And alright, here it's fine. So yeah, so it's always good for you to check, you know, in which order things are going on the stack. So we floated green. Double strike this. So even if something goes horribly bad and my opponent untaps and plays a Damping Sphere, I still don't die because I have 2 green sources to pay for my pact. It has been better in the queen has been better in the main, mostly because the matches that we've been playing against have queen as a better card against tracker. Like we in the last stream, I played against Banned Spirits 3 times in 2 leagues, and we beat them. We 2-0'd Banned Spirits all 3 times, and I don't remember if it was one match at least was won exclusively because I had Hornet Queen, and I think the other ones not so much. But you know, it's still, spirits seem to be like pretty big in the meta right now. So Tracker is not amazing against spirits, while the Queen is. We have enough bounce lands already, so I'm gonna get the colony. Get some value. Still, next turn I'm going to play Simic Growth because I want to enable turn 3 Azusa. Overgrown Tomb. Jund? Alright. Azusa down. That's fine. I drew an untapped land, so I think... Alright. Damadin V1. Thanks for following. How do I feel about Trinket Mage and Sakama? Good question. I think Sakama is not worth a slot. I think Trinket Mage is not awful, which I was surprised about. I was expecting Trinket Mage to be just a meme, but it turned out that it was actually pretty good. Alright, I'm just gonna start making a shit ton of Colony Garden tokens. So we seem to be playing against Wix's, against John Shadow. So my opponent does not know about these two cards. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely playing against 4-color Shadow. Liliana of the Veil. I think I'm just gonna pitch this Rex Sage. Azusa. Azusa. I guess that's an Azusa. Gruul Turf Gemstone. And I think here I think I played a Gemstone. I think I'm going to end up sacking this, discarding this Sun Home. Yeah, definitely the correct play to attack with the plan there. It looks like my opponent does not have much of a clock though, which is of course amazing for me. That's a Death Shadow though, so I should shut up. Awkward. Very awkward. I think I'm gonna pitch the Gemstone this time around. Although the Gemstone is what's gonna allow me to haste my prime time if I want to. Nah, I think this is fine. I don't need to haste my prime time. Just pitch the Gemstone, it's gonna be fine. My opponent needs to have exactly Thoughtseize. Alternatively, I could just set K. That's what I was gonna say. Alternatively, I can just transmute for. I'll take 2 here. I can transmute for explosives on 1 here. Just transmute for explosives on 1. Swing for 1. Um, I mean, we can haste Titan. No, we cannot haste Titan anymore. Because I'm playing against that Shadow, I don't want to be attacking them unless it's for lethal. The only thing that worries me though is the Liliana. I'm kind of assuming my opponent has a Stubborn Denial in hand. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to transmute for explosives, blow up both of their shadows, and kill the Lily. Attack the Lily for 1. Blow it up. Still leave a Grove to discard to Liliana Plus. Yep. I wonder why they didn't. Discard a card, you got it. I know they can Liliana ultimate, but wait a second, can I just kill? I can just kill their Goyf, right? I can just kill their Goyf. Yeah, let's do that. Let's kill my opponent's Goyf. This is fucking great. Alright. I mean, now my opponent can ultimate the Liliana, but... yeah. How do they split, though? Is this a split? Oh, I'm sacrificing the prime time, that's fine. I basically traded a Liliana for my opponent's board. Sounds pretty good to me. And here I think I'm gonna play the waiting game. Again, I don't want to make the shadows big. And I have like an answer to their possible threats. And I'm just waiting for a prime time. Probably want this Sanctuary here or the Amulet. I can blank my opponent's call against commands. I think, yeah, there we go. That's game now. Yep. That's hilarious. That was really funny. Just randomly blow up my opponents. Alright, this is one of the matchups where I'm very, very sad that we don't have this member, and Braid is just not good enough, really. My opponent has, what's his name? Timor Battle Rage, which is awful for us, but not much we can do. I don't think Braid is worth a slot, and Ghost Quarter is awful. So this is gonna be the setup we're gonna go with. That was really funny, like the way that that game played out. That's usually not how it plays out. Usually, like, the shadow matchup is pretty bad for us, in my experience. Their clock is just usually too fast for us to keep up with, but sometimes they don't draw a threat. Dreeth89, thanks for following. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, it's a little bit on the slow side. So turn 3 Scout, but Explorer is a fine card. I need to watch out for Stub though. I imagine they targeted themselves with that. Yeah. Mishra's Bubble, target me now. Nope, target themselves again. So I guess they're looking for lands. Inquisition is fine. Green source would be real good here. Kinda need one of those. Wow, Grove of the... Wow, they're actually 5-color shadow. Grove would be the nuts. Can you imagine if I had drawn the Grove right there? Oof. Oof. That would have been spice right there. No such luck though. No such luck. Alright, no blue sources. Liliana is kind of annoying. Liliana is kind of annoying there. Holy taplands. All the taplands. What did they see? I think they saw this. Wow, just ditching stub? Their hand must be insane. So I can transmute for explosives, blade on 1. But that's it. Wow, the fact that we drew all of our ETB tap lands is kind of unfortunate. 4 plus 4. That's 8. My opponent finds a shock land or something like that. We're dead. Okay, that's something. Bounce. Asusa. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Play this. Bounce. Replay this. Bounce. Replay this. This is very awkward in terms of not developing our mana, but this is exactly enough for us to do this, get explosives, play it for 1, and blow it up. Each player discards a card, sure. Guess I need to discard a scout. Another stub down. I'm okay with that. Imagine they have another threat in hand. Angler? Oh, Cake Man. What did they do? Oh, they got back a shadow. Yeah, this is a little bit awkward now. Sheesh. At least they can make their shadows smaller. Suba, copy, Grove. Now Lily Ultimate is gonna be really bad for me here though. Traverse. Probably getting Street Wraith, yep. I guess I need to sack this. No, it's actually lethal anyway. I'm dead. Yeah, our hand was just a little bit too slow. Just a little bit too slow. We were actually super close there. Okay, here. I don't think I want to change anything. I think we're fine. Yeah, this sounds fine. Lead on cavern on human. Because of tireless tracker. We'll lead on amulets. Take it from there. Now, depending on what they do here, it's whether I'm going to bog or... Yeah, so they took my steerings, so I'm just gonna bog them. Make sure they don't get delirium for their traverse. I'm gonna do a lot of bogging this game. Gonna be doing a lot of bogging. So I really want to draw an Azusa here. That's pretty good draw. Not only a chump blocker, but also now we get to explore. I think I'm gonna bounce the bog here. And now my opponent needs double Thoughtseize, otherwise they get prime time next turn. Ugh. Gross. Sure. Alright. Bog you. May you go small. Next turn we get to prime time, which is nice. The whiff. Also Inquisition doesn't grow the Goyf, which is cool. One, two, three, four, five. Fulminator. Ooh, no Fulminator. Alright. So I'm feeling very confident now. I'm feeling very confident about our position. We're gonna get Vesuva, and I guess we can get Tuleria West. Vesuva is gonna copy Colony Garden, so Liliana doesn't get me. I guess Vesuva and Boros Garrison. So I can be hasting prime time next turn. Bounce this. And they should be us in a really good spot. Yep. Sweet. Wow. That was pretty sweet. Usually the shadow matchup is not amazing for us. Usually the shadow matchup is not amazing, but sometimes we just get there. So we beat 2-1 Hardened Scales, and we beat 2-1 5-color Shadow. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we just beat two not really good matchups, honestly, which always feels really nice. Oh, well, it feels nice. Ugh. How greedy can a person be? So if I draw any untapped land, this is a turn 2 kill. As in I swing for 20. Kill. I mean, I should mulligan this hand, right? Oh, oops. Oh, I misclicked. Whoops. I misclicked. Too bad. Too bad. Should have totally mulliganed this hand. No! Damn it. I'm just gonna die. I'm so gonna die now. Yep, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Okay. I'm gonna play around my opponent having a ballista, and I'm gonna play the amulet. Alright, opponent, kill me or you're dead. Those are your options. They have lethal here? Overseer. Alright. Do you have lethal here? No lethal. Okay, so what's my best bet here? I think my best bet is to not die to this ink moth. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the safe play. Because my opponent can just like chomp and regen the overseer and they might untap and kill me. So I will do this. Prime time. Yes. Garrison. Stronghold. Modobug. Yes. So you guys see how the Modobug got me here? These guys will untap before these guys. Meaning that it's going to be real awkward for me. Holy shit. Alright. So Jeff Holland is now hosting my stream. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much. So here we just got hit by the Modobug, and I hate the Modobug, but we're just gonna have to live with it. Okay, so this is how we're gonna fix this. We're going to make this go on the stack first, which is the Stronghold trigger. Then we're gonna make this one go on the stack, which is a Garrison trigger. And for whatever reason it's not showing anymore, so thankfully I'm smart enough to figure this out. Oh yeah, Mr. Polite, we do a lot of Amulet on this stream, don't worry about it. If Amulet is what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. You have come to the right place, my friend. Alright, so now this untaps. Now the bounce trigger happens, which makes it a little bit awkward. So it forces me to bounce the Gruul Turf, which I did not want to bounce. But it is what it is. So now we swing. And again, my goal is to not die to this ink moth. So I'm going, I do not have lethal because my opponent is exactly at 20. So I could 20 my opponent right here. I could swing for 20, but they can block with the Overseer, regen with the Welding Jar. Mr. Polite, thanks for the follow. They can block with the Overseer, regenerate it, and they're gonna stay at 1, and then on the next turn, if my opponent has a Hardened Scales or something, I just die to the ink moth. So I'm gonna go for the coward play. I'm gonna go for the coward play, and I'm gonna get a Ghost Squatter, and I guess we can get Kalni Garden. Yeah, because I want a green source. Alright, there you go. Ah, they just concede. Alright, sweet. We didn't even need to show them this Rex Sage right here. Okay, how do we sideboard here? Abrades in, Pact out, Bujuki Bog out, Explosives in, Rex Sage very much in. Scroopy Nooper, thanks for following. Yeah, we already played against Hardened Scales, but yeah, I guess people are into this deck now. You Motivo MTG, thanks for following. All right, Oh, we have Hatsu. We have streamed with Sakama. We have tried Sakama. We have tried Trinket Mage. We have tried. What else have we tried? We even tried a White Splash. I 5-0'd with a White Splash. 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was fun. But right now, what I'm trying and what I've been liking the most so far has been main deck Hornet Queen. Alright, so on the draw, I'm not gonna bring in the Fire Spout. On the play, I'm gonna bring the Fire Spout, and I'm gonna side out one of these packs. Yep. Here we go. Topto111. Thanks for following. Alright, yeah, this hand looks pretty sweet. So we got some pretty good interaction, we got some ramp, we got some steerings. Yep, sign me up. Squee Goblin Nabob. Oh yeah. Thanks for following. Squeeze. Sweet. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. What happens when I reach 200 followers? We're actually pretty close. 193? Alright. I don't even know. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Last time, when I reached 100, I streamed this thing, which was sweet. I streamed this deck, which was quite a lot of fun. Somehow we managed to 3-2. It was great. But yeah, Dread Link. Alright, thanks for following. Alright, for all of you guys that are following right now, my name is Francisco. On this stream, we stream mostly Modern and Legacy. I would even say exclusively Modern and Legacy. I'm a Primeval Titan aficionado. And by that I mean that Primeval Titan is the best card ever printed, and fight me. So we stream a lot of Prime Time. We stream a lot of in Legacy. I very much enjoy the card Knight of the Reliquary, so we do a lot of that. And yeah, if you enjoy the content right here, you can of course I'm getting popular. All right, you can of course hit that follow button, which would be awesome. And of course, Amulet is awesome there, right? Unless my opponent has some kind of interaction, we get to prime time them next turn. And I missed the follow right there. Hika Hook, Thales Prado 12, all of you guys and girls, thank you very much for the follows. I really appreciate it. Man, that's sweet. Again, thank you very much, Jeff, for the host. That's amazing. Wow, this Urban Walker is feeling frisky right here, huh? All right, what do we do here? Options. Our options are. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of here. That's what I'm afraid of here right now. So I think I am going to Cat says Chase. Thanks for following. And wow, hello there. Wow, hello there. Skill Rap. Wow, thank you all of you guys. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Means a lot. I've been streaming for like 2 months or so. So, whoa. What's going on here? Oh, Stub? Does my opponent have Stub on the Nile? Am I about to get stubbed right here? Oh yeah, I'm so getting stubbed right now. Whew. Opponent. Alright. So do I want to play around another Stubborn Denial, or do I want to play around any kind of artifact destruction? Because if I want to play around artifact destruction, I definitely want to hold on to these explosives I'm playing next turn. Stanley Polo, thanks for following. Skill Morn, Link Spitfire, You Are Cute XD, Pin Pan, DJ Jetty Jeff, Cats and cheese. Holy crap! Wow, that's so many follows. Thank you very much, everybody. I really appreciate it. This is awesome. Yeah, so yes, I'm going to play explosives. The thing is, do I want to play around my opponent having, because if my opponent has a second stub, of course I want to play the explosives right now, right? But what if they have a Nature's Claim? If they have a Nature's Claim, I want to hold off until next turn and then play the explosives and crack it immediately. I'm not gonna be able to crack the explosives right now, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I think that I play around my opponent having a disruption spell. A destruction spell, I mean. Because they already used one stub. No. I think I want to be mana efficient. I think this is going to be bad if my opponent has any kind of discard spell, but any kind of artifact destruction. But what this allows me to do is this allows me to block the Ravager and then blow this up next turn. Ahmed 82810, Teak 4242. Whoops, there we go. And Microbiologist 68. Thanks all of you for the follows. I'm sorry if I missed any follows, but there's been just so many. There's been just so many. I thank you all. Thank you all for following. Funhouse Ivy, I guess 4. Thank you for following. All right. Yeah, I think I need to. I think we got there, right? Damn, we're one follower away. Okay, so I don't need to think about it until one more person follows. So I'm fine. I'm fine. I think I take this Ravager hit, right? Yep, I take this Ravager hit because this allows. This is not lethal, first of all. And second of all, this allows me to. This allows me to get Ghost Quarter. I can just like play Prime Time here. And then I get 2 Ghost Quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So I'm gonna bounce the Forest. Now I have 6 mana. Yeah. So now my opponent decided to go for the Inkmoth route. Ah, it's unfortunate I cannot play this guy. But now I play my land. I play Prime Time. And now the Inkmoth, I have a protection from Inkmoth because I can get a bounce land and a Ghost Quarter, and the Sakura Tribe Scout can flash it in. So bounce land and Ghost Quarter. So if I had Chump with the Ravager, this would not be an out for me. So I think this is way better. All right. The Big Main, Alberto 994, M. Guidini, Carlson, Bogatsby, The Hadsi Pastry, Nathan of the Guild Lift. Holy crap, that's so many follows. That's awesome. Thanks everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I stream mostly Monday through through Thursday, and sometimes I stream on nice. Got him. My opponent just gave up. They're just like, I'm over this. Wow, sweet. The Big Main. I don't know if I already said that one, but this deck is nice, but I don't see the lines. Yeah. So. Alright, so that worked out. So we're currently 3-0. We're currently 3-0 playing some nice Amulet. Because that's what we do here. That's what we do here. Hardened Scales. Alright. Link Spitfire, thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Small thing. Is it better to get Simic instead of Gyro Scarce and to make Hornet Wing castable? No, because I'm more interested in on my next turn. I was going to attack with my Prime Time and double strike it. So in order to do that, I needed Earth Mix. Thanks for following. I needed to have white and red mana. So I'm not really interested in Hornet Queen, right? I'm just winning on board. There's Suchi also. Thanks for following. This unfortunately it's a mulligan. Also, we're playing against Sandy Dog MTG, which is a very popular, actually GP winning burn player. So the chances that he's not on burn are very small. So I'm going to play as if I'm playing against burn, and I'm gonna mulligan accordingly. And this hand cannot beat burn either, unfortunately. So we're just gonna mulligan it. Oh, and yes, we have, well, damn it. We have a beautiful and gorgeous emote in this stream. Of course, the one and only Primeval Titan. Badass boy right there. That's awesome, everybody. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate all those follows. Appreciate the subscription from Link Spitfire. Yeah, Brandon. I can't remember his last name, but his name is Brandon. Really good burn player. I guess they either went to get some coffee or water, or they are really struggling over that mulligan decision. All right. So, oh, I gotta update our sub count. All right. We got one sub. Thank you again, everybody, for the support. Just gonna say this again real quick. My name is Francisco. Here we stream mostly Modern and Legacy. More often than not, it's gonna be an Amulet deck. We stream a lot of Amulet here. Brandon Burton, that's his name. Yeah. I do upload most of my streams here. I have this YouTube channel. And I say most of my streams because every now and then I do music streams, and whenever there's music streams happening, of course I cannot really upload those to YouTube, which is unfortunate, but that's how it works. But yeah, so I upload everything on YouTube. I also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that's gonna be the link right there. Gonna mulligan this hand again. This hand is awful, but I gotta keep it. And whenever I go live, I always post it on Twitter. And if you want to just follow the channel, of course, you will get notifications whenever I go live, and it's free, which I'm pretty sure you're aware of. And apparently my opponent is indeed on burn. Hopefully Goblin Guy draws us, you know, a couple of lands. That would be real nice. That would be real nice. But yeah, if you're looking for Amulet content, I encourage you check out the YouTube channel. There's a lot of Amulet videos over there, and I mean a lot of Amulet videos over there. Yeah, this is this is kind of such an agony. Just like being unable to cast Scout feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oh, also, if you're interested in joining the Amulet Discord, you can follow it with that link. Do I ever attend GPs or other events? Carson, so I'm a full-time musician. That's what I do for a living, and playing GPs and Magic tournaments and being a musician, it's usually not something that that goes hand in hand, since the weekends are usually the days that I'm the busiest. So I unfortunately don't really attend GPs pretty much at all. I attended GPLA basically because it was like in my, it was like a 20-minute drive from me, and I actually happened to be free that weekend, but it's not common at all for that to be the case. And here, of course, I'm playing the Gruul Turf, even though I drew the Radiant Fountain, because next turn, if I draw even more lands, I can pact for Azusa, or I can... I think I would play out the Scout. Imagine this is an Eidolon. Yeah. That one kind of sucks. That one kind of really sucks. Okay. So I'm for sure doing this. Now the question is what to do next. My options are Pact for Azusa, which would cost me 8 life, but then I can play Simic Growth and replay the Radiant Fountain, which would bring me up to 10. How am I even winning that game? Because then I need to pay for my pact. I'm gonna be at 10 life. I'm gonna take at least 4, but pay for my pact. I have an Azusa in play, but I just died 22 pieces of 22 burn spells from my opponent. I can go Squirtle myself and play Azusa and Scout. That also sounds really bad. Man, that Eidolon messed everything up. If my opponent had not had this Eidolon, I think we might be in an okay spot. But, you know, they do, so of course. Of course, things are not good for us, because they do have this Eidolon. So... I already played my land. So another option, I go down to 12 by playing this Scout. I'm a drummer. I'm a drummer. So I play... I live in LA slash... Oh! Finally I found this. Oh, nice! You came from another format? Okay, what do you usually play, Alberto 999? Alberto, the thing about Amulet is that it's not that it's like hard or anything like that, it's just, it's different. So the way you approach, the way you think of lines and the way you approach the game, basically, it's a little bit different than any other deck, basically. Any other deck in Modern. So basically, it's fine. I mean, you can definitely play the deck and you can get really good at the deck, and you know, it's just a matter of practice, right? Anything you practice, you're just gonna get better at just by doing it over and over again, and just repetition and learning the lines and whatnot. The thing is that the lines that you will learn for this deck are not really transferable. You know, if you know how to play mid-range in Standard, then it's going to be really easy for you to transition to playing mid-range in Modern, right? You just need to know what the important cards are, and then once you know that, you know how to approach different matchups. But with this deck, it's not really comparable to anything else. So basically everything that you learn by playing this deck is not going to be transferable to any other deck, which is also, you know, also it's just weird. You can bet for Azusa Bounce Fountain with Simic, then also play GQ. He didn't play land next turn, so you can have a chance to break again, and also breaks his land. Yeah, I think Amulet is amazing. Yeah, it's... this is what really got me. This deck, I saw Matthias Hunt playing Amulet in PT Born of the Gods, and this is what really got me back into Magic after a 12-year hiatus. So... yeah, for me it was pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so the thing with that, though, is that I already played my land this turn. George KR, thanks for following. I already played my land this turn, so I cannot gain 2 more life. This is going to be Pact, taking 2 from the Eidolon for Pact, taking 2 from the Eidolon for the Azusa. What I'm thinking about is I can take 2 to stir and try to find an Amulet. If I find an Amulet next turn, I'm gonna play the Amulet, okay, and I'm gonna go down to 10. Then I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least, and then no. So I'm gonna go down to 5, and then I need to take 4 for the Summoner's Pact. Yeah, that's not a line I'm taking. So I guess I'm gonna end up going for the Azusa line. The other thing is that Ghost Quartering them. If my opponent has any one mana burn spell, I'm actually ramping them, so I'm not really excited about that. Yeah, so I think I'm dead here. I think I'm dead. I'm gonna act like my opponent doesn't have anything at all, because I cannot really play around anything at all. So I'm just gonna play my cards and then just act surprised when I die. But yeah, I don't think I can win this game. I think I'm just dead. They spike me. No, I guess they bolt Azusa. No, they bolt me. So is this a forced chump? Yeah, this is a forced chump. Forced chump. I'm drawing Amulet. Nice. Alright, so I'm going out on my terms. No, choose not to pay Pact. Going out on my terms. Alright, I like Baloth. I like Braids. Alright, and this is how I sideboard in the burn matchup. I don't like Explorers because, of course, they're pretty bad against Eidolon. And I bring in the second Rexate because it trades with the Eidolon, and it also it blows up the Eidolon and it trades with the Goblin Guide. I bring in Firespout because, of course, sweepers. And then I bring in the Baloth. I take out one Summoner's Pact again because of Eidolon, and I take in the Ballista. Yeah, Alberto994. I recommend you just check out the YouTube channel. You'll find a lot of stuff there. Pact of Negation is a weird inclusion, but as a one-off, I like to have access to it because a lot of one of the few ways that they are able to. By the way, this sound is awful. They are able to cheese out a win. It's because of this stupid card. What's his name? Deflecting Palm. So, Drist89. Thank you for the subscription. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. All right, you can get your emote now. No, Spell Pierce is I don't like Spell Pierce. I think Spell Pierce is either bad or just like unplayable. Sometimes it's okay, but it is. First of all, it's a card in your hand that doesn't do anything unless your opponent does anything. Okay, so it forces you to hold up mana in a matchup that is all about playing to the board fast, like getting ahead of them fast. Second of all, sometimes it gets to the point where they can pay for Spell Pierce and it does nothing. And third of all, if my opponent has an Eidolon in play, Spell Pierce still deals me 2 damage. So I am not the biggest fan of Pierce in the matchup. I think there's just too many ifs. It's only good if your opponent is just casting a spell that's gonna be, it's gonna kill you, and if they don't have an Eidolon in play, and if you are holding up the mana, which means that you're not developing your board, etc., etc. So I'm not the biggest fan of Pierce in this matchup. I don't think it's really good. It's different against, a control deck which have a bunch of removal spells and stuff like that, so, Spell Pierce is gonna be fine in most occasions, because your opponent will most likely not have an Eidolon in play. And, they want to hold up mana on your opponent's turn anyway. Here we're trying to tap out on our turn and develop our board. So Pierce is, it's used mostly as a way to push our threats through, rather than as a way to prevent my opponent to do stuff in this deck, if that makes sense. So Spell Pierce are more for the control matchup, I guess KCI is an exception just because they are way faster than us. So I guess hey, KCI is an exception. I don't want to say they were way faster than us. They're way more consistent than us. Man, this hand is... It's really funny. Like my win percentage against Burn is insane. I think that I beat Burn probably like over 70% of the time for sure. But somehow every single time I get paired against Sandy Dog, I draw these kind of hands, which are, you know, completely unplayable. So I just you see what I'm saying? I just died to him just you know, playing their stuff and just killing me. His hands are not even that insane. It's just like my hands are absolutely awful. Which is, it's really weird, but it's just the way the way it happens. So my burn win percentage is pretty absurd, but my win percentage against specifically Sandy Dog MTG it's miserable. I think I got paired against him like 5 times and I'm like 1-4 or something like that. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. So I think we're gonna be fighting for the 4-1. This game does not look winnable whatsoever. I think Burn is a really good matchup for Amulet, but I think that the best matchup for Amulet is probably Dredge. I think Dredge is the best matchup for Amulet. I haven't lost against Dredge in a really long time. Sometimes I lose against Bridgebind, but against Dredge I barely ever lose. Dredge and Boggles. Having access to multiple explosives and being able to transmute for those explosives is really good against Boggles. Yeah, this was a multi-4 on the play. I don't think we're gonna be winning Talis Prado. Yeah, the thing is that we don't really care about what Dredge is doing, and our ways of interacting are just very good and very efficient. So basically, the only times that I'd lost to Dredge is because Dennis Diekman. Thanks for following. Wild Neckattle? Alright. Sandy Dog's going deep. Alright. The only times that I've lost to Dredge have been because I just like get run over before making it to 6 mana, so I have a pretty non-functional hand, so it's like a turn 5 prime time or turn 6 prime time or something, and my opponents just have like the nuts and they just kill me on turn 3 or 4 or something like that. But if you ever get to resolve a prime time, you don't really care about everything that's going on their side of the field, and you just obliterate their side of the field in the process too. So it's a really good matchup for us. King Ginger KG, thanks for following. I think Humans it's pretty 50-50 in my opinion. Humans has the issue that, you know, multiple melee mages are of course, you know, very bad for us, and somehow they always find their melee mages. So basically, if they don't find their melee mages and their Kitesail freebooters, it's very easy to like end up resolving a prime time, and that prime time goes and explains. Oh, thank you, Dennis Dickman. I appreciate it. I try to, you know, make things clear. Oh, really? King Ginger, nice. Yeah, I have a lot of Amulet videos on YouTube. I've been uploading them for... Alright, if we find a bounce land here, we actually have a chance. Bounce land right now. Nope, it's a steering. So great, that might find a bounce. I think I need to not jump here. Flashing, copy Stomping Ground, no. Now I steerings, try to find a bounce land. There's a bounce land. Play bounce land, bounce stomping ground. Alright, I get to prime time next turn. Or I can bail off next turn. Also, it's nice that even if my opponent has Molten Rain, we get to play around it quite nicely because of this Sakura Tribe Scout. Lava Spike, sure. How can we fix the Ponza matchup? Get paired against it at least once each. I don't think... the way that you fix the Ponza matchup is you register a different deck. This deck cannot beat Ponza. You are not going to be able to put enough cards in the deck in order to reliably beat Ponza. That's just not a thing. So what you need to do is just try to just play a different deck. Yeah, I just say it from the bottom of my heart. But it's just not worth fixing, basically, because it's just very unfixable. Okay, so here I'm going to block the Nakatl. I know the Swiss Spear can... Yeah, I'd rather block the guaranteed damage. Also, I suspect that my opponent is holding up Skullcrack. So... I think my opponent is holding up Skullcrack right here. If they have Skullcrack, I take 4 here. I cannot really beat a Skullcrack, right? Can I? It's nice that we drew a prime time. So here we get Radiant Fountain and Colony Garden. We might die anyway, to be fair, but we might also get there. We'll see how it goes. I beat Ponza like sometimes, and when I beat Ponza, it's because I get a tracker very early in the game, and that tracker gets massive. So they serve with everything. I draw this. What does this mean? I really kind of want to block their Eidolon, but let's say I block here and here, okay? I take 4, any burn spell kills me. Let's say I block here and here. What does that do? I'm at 6, so any burn spell kills me anyway. So I think I'll just do this and play around my opponent not having a burn spell, which is pretty impossible, but who knows. Maybe they have double deflecting palm. They didn't have double deflecting palm. We were dead anyway. It's fine. Alright, we just died, and I missed. Alright, Gundog just subscribed. Thank you very much, Gundog. Appreciate the subscription a lot. And now you get to use your new emote. Make sure you spam it aggressively. Some person, GD Culture, one of the subscribers, we got paired against Jim Davis, and I let's say that I beat him handily. He was playing 8-rack, and and he just started spamming the primetime emote in Jim's channel. It was mildly BM, but it was worth it. Thank you, Gundog. Thank you for your words. Kilogerm. Kilogerm always hangs out in Todd Stevens' chat, and he always makes Todd play the most random decks. And this hand is completely excellent. I just hope he's not a mill. He sometimes plays mill, and mill is not a particularly winnable matchup for us. Not a particularly winnable matchup. Well, what did I just say? What did I just say? Okay. Okay, how do we do this? I think I'm gonna sequence things like this because I actually can afford to make land drops now, because I drew a second bounce land. And I can play a Susa here. And now I can play Tolaria West. And I can play Simic Growth. Bounce the Tolaria, and now this turn I can transmute for a blue pact. No Archive Trap, yes. That's how we win this game. Opponents do not draw Archive Trap. Yes. Beyonds of Beyond resolves. Alright, just don't get my Haste Land and my Boros Garrison. Sweet, so far so good. So far so good. Alright. Primeval Titan. Cast Primeval Titan. I guess that was kind of a greedy play, because if I hadn't drawn... So they did not trap me last turn. Let's say I pack this. I pack this and I get 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 lands. Yeah, I should have enough to... I should have enough to pay for both pacts, so we should be fine here. And this way I ensure that I am going to be... Okay. We're trying to draw into another... Alright, sweet. So, Boros Garrison, Slayer Stronghold. I haven't... I can get 2 blue sources here. So Field of Ruin is not an issue. Field of Ruin is not an issue. What I'm trying to think is what I'm gonna bounce here, though. I guess I can explore too. So I can get Tolaria West. Tolaria West plus Simic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I kind of want to make sure that I have a bounce land in hand though, so next turn I can Sun Home my opponent. This is interesting. Can I Sun Home this turn? No, I definitely want to play around field. So I think I'm just going to bounce this. Swing with Prime Time. Not swinging with Azusa, because if they play whatever the artifact, I can't remember the name. If they play the artifact that I can't remember the name of, then they cannot. Then it's just one more card that I need to mill, and they have a free block there. If they want to chomp, I'm actually quite happy about that. Okay. Wolf Beater. Thanks for following. Okay, so here I definitely want to get 2 blue sources. And if they have main deck Damping Sphere, just kudos to them, they got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, take 8. Do I explore here? I guess I might as well. And I play this. Okay. So now I'm protected against most things that my opponent could have, and they would need to mill me for 40 on this turn, which doesn't seem particularly easy for them to achieve. Mesmeric Orb, Mr. Blight, thank you. That's the card that I was thinking of. Mesmeric Orb. Nasus Naudadano, thanks for following. Wow, we really went over the 200 followers, so I definitely need to figure out what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so this is lethal then? What's going on here? Oh, 2 pacts. Alright, so Mesmeric Orb mills everything. You can just... There we go. Paying for blue pact. Okay, that's blue pact. And then pay for a green pact. Alright, that's green pact. So now just play Sun Home. I do this to this guy. And then I just swing for... Yep. I just double strike the prime time and that should be lethal. Kentus Maximus, thanks for following. Okay, we beat Mill game 1 somehow. Good for us. Alright, bring in those Abrades, bring in those Spell Pierces. This matchup is absolutely miserable. This matchup is very, very bad for us. I cannot stress how bad this matchup is. It's really, really bad. Basically, our whole deck works because we get to do a lot of like transmuting and searching our deck for like the precise answers that we need. And my opponent's deck punishes me so hardly because I do that. So yeah, this pairing is completely awful. It's really, really bad. Okay, Explorer's out. Also, Amulet is... Mesmeric Orb is not a great friend of Amulet. Sorenis Kramer, thanks for following. So every time the Amulet triggers, it makes trigger the Mesmeric Orb. So Mesmeric Orb is like an absolute nightmare of a card for us to play against. It's really funny. It's like all of their cards randomly are insane against all of our cards. It's really funny how it plays out. All right. I wonder if they have the 0-3 dude, the 2-mana one that with Delirium mills me on upkeep. Yeah, this is what I've been trying, Loyal Lobster, make the Hornet Queen, and it's been very nice because there's so much spirits in the meta. There's so much banned spirits and humans, and the Hornet Queen is really good in this matchup. In those matchups, we also just randomly played against 2 Hardened Scales decks this league, and we beat them twice. One of those times because we had the main deck Hornet Queen, so we were able to play the Queen. And then that stabilized for like 4 turns or something, and then we finally attacked for lethal. I received a host from Jeff, which was awesome. So yeah, we're playing against Mill. We beat them game 1, which is amazing. And I guess we can probably take out 1 prime time. Nah, I really don't want to play Explorer in this matchup. I guess this is interaction. Yeah, I guess this is a keep. We need some ramp though. This potentially will be some lands. Jay Snyder MTG. Oh, are you the Jay Snyder that plays a lot of amulets on Magic Online? Thanks for following, by the way. Cause I saw you did pretty well at one of the recent events. I can't remember what it was, but your list was super interesting. You were playing Sideboard Hive Minds or something like that. Is that correct? I think the main deck Hornet Queen makes Spirits a much better matchup. Okay, what do I do here? I think I want to play Amulet on turn 1 and pass the turn. Next turn I can Explosives on 2. Ugh, what? That doesn't seem like the best sequencing right there. Oh my god, I'm gonna be... Oh, I'm so dead right now. I guess a bounce land would kind of help me. Oh, never mind. Bye-bye explosives. Bye-bye explosives. Jacob C. Magic, thanks for following. Man, these Hadron crafts are just... Ugh, they're really getting me. Yeah, they got the explosives, unsurprisingly. Alright, this is not awful. There's still Asusas in the deck, but we do not have a bounce land yet, so I guess I need to find the bounce land first. I guess it's gonna be this one. What am I gonna do next turn? Next turn I think I'm going to pact for a Sus. No, I'm gonna be short 1 mana to prime time. I think I want to hold the growth chamber in hand. Just do this. Oh, okay. Yeah, the hive minds in the sideboard looked super interesting. They really did. What is this? What? What's going on? Alright, I'm definitely not playing Asusa in the face of this that's going on here. They just passed the turn. Alright. Play a land and pass the turn. Small thing. I think I played was here there because it triggers a family and they could have Messmaker. Yeah, that's a good point. Davius, you're correct there. All right, I definitely don't understand what's going on here. I guess my opponent has some removal spell. I guess they have some removal spell. I think I'm upgrading one of these Hedron crabs though. If they have a removal spell, there's no need for me to play into it. Oh, they might have Disdainful Stroke. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even need to go for Asusa next turn. I can just prime time. I imagine they just have a bunch of traps over there. What I'm wondering is if I just get one of their crabs, probably on upkeep. I'm gonna kill one of their crabs on upkeep. Don't do anything. Is it crazy that I want to? Right, that was a pretty good draw right there. That was a pretty good draw. Never mind. I was gonna say that is it crazy that I wanted to like play primetime this turn, and then just don't fetch, just like don't do anything. I messed up the sequencing here. That was my bad. I should have balanced it to the west last turn. One, two, three, four. Is it crazy that I want to do that? I think I want to do that. And next turn I can transmute for a pact and play at a second prime time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna play prime time and just decline to search. No, I don't care about bridge. We can transmute for Rex Age, so bridge is not an issue really. So I'm gonna play prime time, choose to not search, and pass the turn. Man, it just feels so crazy. No, but I can't transmute this turn, right? That's the issue. That's the problem. The fact that I cannot transmute this turn because I'm 2 mana short, and I need to search first and then transmute, which I am not excited about that, because if they transmute and they, in response to the primetime trigger, they, I guess my opponent tried to like trap me right there. That's hilarious. I want to keep the blue pact and the and I already drew the stronghold, which is unfortunate, but I wanted to keep the blue pact and the stronghold and the double strike land in the deck. And if I search with primetime first, that means that they can get taken. Rurik is actually a really good idea. Okay, my opponent has guaranteed they have at least 1 or 2 archive traps in hand. At this point, I take that as a given. Honestly, I think I just play my lands and just do the same thing. I attack with primetime and I do not search, since it's not lethal this turn. Also, I need to be careful with, like, one archive trap means 13 cards, so that would be down to 34. So 3 archive traps is going to be lethal because it's going to be 39. So I just cannot beat more than 2 archive traps. Yeah, I think that I'll just like play my land, and next turn I can actually search because the primetime is going to be lethal. But this turn primetime is not lethal. Wow, this is probably like the one time that this has happened to me. I don't think I have ever found myself in a situation where I just like I played the primetime and I attacked with the primetime and I declined to search both times. This is super interesting. This is super interesting. At this point, this is lethal, right? They cannot pay for a Slaughter Pact or something like that. I guess Dismember would be -3 damage. So at this point, I can like just play primetime and just haste it. Yeah, right? Yeah. I was thinking about Pact of Negation, but the problem about Pact of Negation is I think that my opponent has at least 2 archive traps in hand. If they have a third one, I finish searching and then I'm in trouble there, right? Because then they get to do it before I get to do my thing. But here I get to search before they do whatever it is that they're gonna do. So I think I'm more interested in searching with the primetime. And what happens if my opponent has Dismember? If my opponent has Dismember, I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I pay this. I have 16 power total. 14 power total. Swinging for 14, 15 potentially. And my opponent will pay 2 life down to 9. And then we'll stop 5 damage plus 2. So that's 14, 15, 15 minus 2, 9 minus 2, 7. No. Yeah, I think I can even beat this member here. I can still keep the same play pattern though. The problem is my opponent draws exactly Field of Ruin next turn, I die. Right? If I don't haste Primetime this turn, if my opponent draws exactly Field of Ruin, they force me to search, and I suspect that I die. So that's the only thing. That's why I'm very interested in trying to go for lethal right now. Make sense? The downside to waiting Crazy Ship is exactly what I just said. If we don't search, we lose to Field of Ruin into multiple things. Into multiple what's the name? Multiple traps. They would need to draw exactly Field, yes. Okay. So I'm going to swing with Primetime and not search again. Alright. So I can die to like Field into whatever. I'm not playing the Primetime because they show me Damnation. I don't know, they might be playing the other thing as well. They might be playing the 3-mana one, Bontu's Last Reckoning. Okay. So now I do search, right? Or I can just swing for with both of this, and that's lethal. Yep, just swing for with both. Wow. This was like the weirdest match against Mill I've ever played. A coin truth? Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six. Man, it's so weird that we don't have a white source, because otherwise this stronghold would have been lethal a while ago now. A coin truth. The coin truth is very, very interesting. Alright, well, still good. We're still good. Glimpse. Visions. At this point, they're just dead. Haha, they found it finally. But now it's too late. Wow, this was a really weird game. Nope. Wow, we got there. Wow. That was an incredibly interesting match against Mill. That was super, super, super cool. All right. That was 4-1. That was 4-1. We lost against Burn because we just drew horribly. ask them to reveal their hand. Search, send a message. Oh yeah, the memes are real. Yeah, so this is the Amulet list that I've been running lately, and the last 4 times, the last 3 leagues that I played, I 4-1 with it. You can find the previous 2 leagues. You can find them on YouTube. They are the latest video that I uploaded, and this is the current list that I would bring to a tournament if I were to play this weekend. I've been very happy with this list. The main deck Hornet Queen has been pretty excellent, to be honest. It really makes the Band Spirits matchup way more beatable game one. Not that it's awful game one, but just this makes it, I think, quite positive. Unless they like out-tempo you like insanely bad, which is not usually the case. Slaughter Pact in this side. I feel like it's better than Dismember right now. Honestly, I just been loving Abrade. The problem with Slaughter Pact is it doesn't kill Death Shadow nor Gourmet Angler, which I think are very relevant threats right now. So this is what happened when we when we got to 100 followers. What I was going to do is I was going to play this beauty, and we somehow managed to go 3-2. Again, this league is also in the YouTube page, so if you want to check it out, it is there. So far, my favorite thing that I did with this is I was dead on board against my opponent playing Death Shadow, but I managed to make enough mana to get to Emrakul. So I activate Eye of Ugin for Emrakul, and I cast Emrakul. And then my opponent force of wills the Emrakul, and I top deck, and I control them during their next turn, and I see their hand, and their hand is reanimate, reanimate, and like Spell Pierce or something else, and I'm like, wow, this is just too great. I just reanimate my Emrakul. My opponent was at 9, and they died. It was awesome. It was really sweet. Yeah, Hornet is really good against humans. Hornet is really good against spirits. Hornet Queen is really good against. We just played against twice, which is Hardened Scales. So there's a lot of matchups where Hornet Queen is really good. The Grove is there mostly because I want to have enough ways to cast a Braid to destroy Damping Spheres. So we really do not have that many red sources, right? It's really this. These are all the only red source that we have once a Damping Sphere resolves. Of course, before that we have more, right? But once a Damping Sphere hits the battlefield, we have only 5 red sources, which is a very small amount, honestly. So I just wanted to like hedge a little bit against that. Yes, Loyal Lobster Thermal Script is excellent. Thermal Script is really good in the matchups where you want it, but it's less flexible. But I think that we're playing a deck where having cards that are basically worse overall, but they're way better in the matchup where we really need them, is exactly where you want to be. Also, being able to transmit for it is not irrelevant at all. You can discard Tolera West to go get a Tormod Script, and then you can play it on the same turn, because you can also Tolera West and go get a Bojuka Bog, right? But the thing is that if it's your turn 3 and your Bridgevine opponent is about to go nuts on the next turn, then you can just pay 3 and go get a Tormod Script and blow up their yard in the same turn, even if you already use your land drop. No, this deck is very real, dude. There's no memes about this deck. This is the list that I would take to a tournament. Crazy Ship. This is what I would take to a tournament. Trust me, we have memed here. We have memed. You can see it here. Whoops. With the Trinket Mage. You can see it here with the White Splash. Look at this sideboard right here. Isn't this beautiful? with Kavita Crossroads as a white source, Canopy, the full 4 sanctuaries, and of course, my favorite meme that everybody goes nuts over. I don't think this card is good. I still don't think it's good. In any case, this is the list that I would take to a tournament, though. I think this list is actually really good. When Assassin's Trophy hits the format, are we bumping up basic? Yes, I think I'm gonna be going up to. I'm just gonna eat it up, and with having less red source, I will probably switch and play 1 Dismember instead of the 3rd Abrade. So I would do 2 Abrades, 1 Dismember, and I would go up to the 4th Forest instead of the Grove. Oh, you were talking about the Legacy list. Alright, my bad then. My bad then. No. I never bring this. So Tormod's Crypt does not come in against Hollow One. It does not come in against Grixis Shadow. It doesn't come in against Jund. Those are the matchups that I would be bringing Relic in, but I'm definitely not bringing Tormod's Crypt in. And those are the matchups that I'm saying that you're not hedging. But Tormod's Crypt is way better against Storm, KCI, Bridgevine, Dredge, etc. Misapply. I mean, this is, of course, that's how you fix it, right? Everybody's jamming removal for my lands. What do? I just play more basics. That's how you fix it. It's really easy. It's really easy. But yeah, the 4th Forest will probably be back to being the standard. I think it's gonna be the way to go once Assassin's Trophy hits, and that's of course gonna be way better against Field of Ruin decks and Path to Exile decks, especially Blue-White Control. Blue-White Control is the matchup right now where I miss the 4th basic the most. So I think this is gonna be fine. So that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks everybody for the follows. I want to thank Jeff again for the host. That was awesome. If you have not done so, of course you can hit that follow button up there, and you can get notified whenever I go live. We stream mostly this guy right here. We stream mostly Modern and Legacy. On Legacy I streamed this on Tuesday, which was a lot of fun. I think this deck is pretty sweet. I was thinking of streaming Lone Pox sometime soon. So in Legacy we kind of move around way more. On Modern I'm down to move around more, but it's just like, why play something else when you could be playing Amulet, right? That's the only issue with it. But yeah, hope you guys had a good time. You can follow, you can subscribe, and you can also there we go. You can go at my YouTube channel. All of my streams that don't have music get uploaded there, so you can check them out. Also there I timestamp everything, so if you want to see a specific match, you can look in the comments or whatever, and yeah, you can find all the stuff there. Also, if you are into the whole social media thing, there's the Twitter, and if you want to join the Amulet Discord, that's your link right there. It's a very active Discord with a lot of really good players. I try to be pretty active there, and yeah, that's about it. If you have any question, you can send me a whisper, or you can find me at the Discord too. And have an amazing rest of your day, and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.